viewers, as you're watching this program now, make sure you click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program to others. Tension rises as Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speak in Washington, D.C. Maybe related to killings of Christians in Nigeria, with some claiming Iran or other foreign powers may be supporting the attackers, rising fears of foreign pressure, interference, and serious questions about Nigerian security and leadership. What's your take on this, sir?
We will not be surprised because of the factor of Iran influencing other radical extremism in Nigeria, and why the Israeli government under Benjamin Netanyahu and Trump is bent on looking at the issues surrounding Iran, and of course possibly pushing for a regime change. One of the things that we must understand very clearly at this point is that it has been alleged that some of these nations within the Middle East are actually sponsors of extremism in different parts of the world, including Nigeria, and that might have led to the issue of Christian genocide. Remember, let me state it very clearly. There was an arms deal that was agreed that will be deployed to Nigeria that will be used against Christians only. It was an instruction, And in Nigeria, we have significant presence of the Shiite and the Sunnis, linking them to Iran. And one of these groups, sects, is where the likes of Asadi Dokubo actually belong to, including other sheikhs, scholars, extremist scholars in the north, that made the former president of the Senate, Lawal, to make that statement that actually that the federal government should start going against or start arresting these scholars from the north immediately for spreading extremism, in different angle, backing it with an ideology of conquest, which makes it very difficult, to overwhelm or conquer or attack, or even trying to, put them in a situation where they cannot actually be effective, So at that point, that might be the reason why Benjamin Netanyahu, who has also made a certain statement in the past concerning Nigeria, killing of Christians in Nigeria, and of course saying it very clearly that the U.S. the Israeli government will not hesitate to do the needful, and that of course Donald Trump also is trying to register his actual presence in Nigeria at this point in time. But the essence of that meeting, according to the Israeli government and the report we are getting, Benjamin Netanyahu is currently now in U.S. government, making it the seventh time he's visiting United States government. And the issue is that how to make the world a safer place, how to eradicate, how to eliminate, how to stop the spread of jihad within the Committee of Nations around the world, especially Nigeria, targeting Christians, for instance. So at this point in time, you can see there's a certain level of agreement and deal that the Iranian government does not want to share with the United States government negotiators, in that deal. There are no-go areas, just like in Nigeria, when Jonathan said there are no-go areas, during the Sovereign National Conference, they are saying those areas, America should not dare come closer. So what is going to happen is the final agreement and decision of what is going to happen. By the time they are able to dismantle, the Middle East, maybe relatively, because the sponsors of the radicals, extremists in Nigeria might have whittled down, might have been overwhelmed, might have gone down, because the more they are fueling these people, the more they are attacking. If you are not supporting an idea, in one way or the other, especially this kind of idea, to them, it is a good one. To the Muslims in the north, it is a good one. To the Muslims all over the world, it's a good one. So I think at this point that since gun and bullets cannot be able to stop extremism anywhere in the world, now even Why? Yeah, a lot of people say Iran is not a Muslim. Why are they killing each other? Yes, and that is the fact, and the world must intervene, and that is the fact. So at this point in time, it's a clear agreement, and it might be a final decision that will be reached about Nigeria and about Iran. And of course, I believe that the issue of breakup will actually come into play, especially the killing of Christians in Nigeria.
All right, viewers, if you're still watching now, make sure you click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program to others. Now that the US judges have issued a final ultimatum to the FBI and DEA, demanding the release of President Bola Tinubu's alleged criminal and drug record. What can you say about this, Mr. Chinedu?
We don't know whether they because we just saw this in pop up when Benjamin Netanyahu actually declared his interest that he's meeting the U.S. president. All of a sudden, the U.S. court judges, declared that they should not only with ultimatum that the file of the president of Nigeria should be released immediately by FBI and DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency in America. Chai, Grispan, you said it very clearly that you are not going to forget Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you remember that the allegation that a certain amount of money, running into thousands of dollars, was struck as a deal to set Bola Ahmed Tinubu free in United Kingdom. And we don't know whether it is the reason Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running to Buckingham Palace to call Charles' attention. Maybe King Charles should just intervene, and they should not even mention that angle of drug again forever. We don't know why it is the reason he's going to UK to get Charles' attention to intervene. But the fact still remains that King Charles and the Israeli president are not in good terms because of their stand, Keir Starmer's stand, United Nations General Assembly against Israel, backing Hamas. And America too seems to be not having a cordial relationship with the Buckingham Palace and Keir Starmer because of Greenland. It is going to be very difficult for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be able to get a diplomatic support that will actually destroy that drug case file in United States of America. See, they are already telling him, at this point in time, APC, if we don't know what they do, make we know what they do, and start talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu should step down and face his drug case in America. Now that the court has given ultimatum, say that woman, when I see the face so for that UK, that woman, they have been assigned that job to her, and it is giving FBI immediate ultimatum to immediately dust his case file, and then we will know actually whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu is an asset. Remember, there was a time the FBI actually said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu remain an asset of the FBI. We don't know what is going to happen. Yes, it might likely at the end of the day, the APC leadership might decide to ask him to step down because they don't want embarrassment in Asurok.
But are you not saying in North, are you saying Tinubu might be captured the way Maduro was captured?
My brother, let me tell you, it's very possible. Bro, see, the kind of security Maduro have, Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not have it. And I can tell you that. Asurok is as porous as anything. They are only using it to intimidate us. You can see if they are actually fortified the way they claim to be, why have they advanced that sophistication to all the forests where Boko Haram is hiding? They cannot be able to do that. So it tells you that, if they cannot force, United States of America went to Venezuela with 150 jet fighters. I'm telling you, capturing because the man was actually staying within the military barracks, very secured, very fortified, with security guards from Cuba, serious security from Cuba. If they find out that he was actually involved in drug trafficking, they don't, you know what he called narcotics? Narcotics. then they were able to notice that you were actually running cartel in the United States of America. They might declare you a threat to the sovereignty of the United States of America, and anywhere that you are, they are going to find you. Modular treatment awaits Bola Ahmed Tinubu if actually the American government decides otherwise. The fear and panic will continue to reign in Aso Rock. Possibly, we might see the likes of Amabio and the rest of them start resigning. Everybody start running away from Aso Rock because we don't know now that more troops are coming, more mercenaries are coming. We don't know the U.S. plan at the end of the day. And remember that Nigerian government and security intelligence in Nigeria might actually be selling out information to the United States of America, thinking they are coming to defend Nigeria, or they are coming to defend the Nigerian government or protect them at the end of the day. By the time they are able to, open up the intelligence report to the United States Army and American government themselves, that's what they will be used at the end of the day. Maybe they have successfully captured Nigerian intelligence and they say, okay, this is after they have stolen all the fights in Aso Rock with their president, they will now give Bola Ahmed Tinubu the moderate treatment.
But sir, most people are saying that the moderate treatment cannot repeat itself in Nigeria because Nigeria is a sovereign state and such rights, and Trump does not have such constitutional right to invade a country that has its own sovereignty.
Yes.
Do you think Trump might want to put the law aside and then act on his own? And this, I don't think that Trump is now infringing on the constitutional rights of Nigerians.
No, when something becomes a threat to America, listen, when it becomes a threat to America, or you see, justice delayed is not justice denied. When it becomes a threat to America, and it's very clear, you would have asked yourself, what is America doing in Iran? If you understand American foreign policies, you will know that anything that is a threat to American government, irrespective of where you are, they must locate you. It's part of the American foreign policy. So the modular treatment, can be carried out. And secondly, you are talking about sovereignty. There's a point in time as a nation that certain factors can lead to you losing your sovereignty. Okay. And once you lose your sovereignty, or if you are talking about sovereignty, what is the American troops doing in Nigeria? Why is it that Boko Haram is controlling more territories, taking levies, imposing taxes on? Where is the sovereignty? So a lot of people don't know that Nigeria has lost it completely. So the issue of sovereignty, at this point in time, if it is actually sovereign, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that Nigeria is actually a sovereign nation, he wouldn't have allowed America to bomb Sokoto.
But sir, in that regards, the president said he consented to it. He gave his own consent to it.
Then why
that see, America would not dare invade the country.
Can Nigerian troops go to America and American government will consent to it?
No, that differs. In that scenario, Nigeria is still a third world country, and why America is a developed country. So, see, we should not narrow that.
Then, now, let me ask you, is Qatar, what of other countries? Malaysia, Singapore, and other countries, Japan and other countries, even countries that we can measure ourselves with, that has maintained sovereignty, that they have seen that leadership is working, that they have seen that people are not dying the way they are. Do you know what it means for you to lose over 65,000 Christians, more than 17,000 churches burnt? That is the highest in the world. That's what the United States of Government says. The killing of Christians is the highest all over the world. And according to them, they said that the government, instead of confronting the issue, they are busy lobbying.
Over $9 million.
You understand? So that is the game, and that is a very worrisome point for the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Nigeria.
So So lastly, before I let you go, sir, what is the chances of President Bola Tinubu if FBI expose his the his own identity? It's true because most people are saying they don't really know the identity of the current president. But if that identity is out, and then it's got to you that the president is not guilty, or the president is guilty. Sorry, let me speak from the argument. What if the president is guilty? What will you say?
Yeah,
And then if the president is not guilty, what will you also say, sir?
Yes, you have said it very clearly. If he's not guilty, or if he's guilty. If he's not guilty, he is guilty. If he's not guilty, he is guilty. Go and ask Ekwuremadu what he's doing in UK. Because if you are not guilty, you understand, you are guilty. That is the question. And if you are guilty, you're definitely going to face the consequences of the law. Well, even while as a sitting president, if the American government invites you to come to the United States of America, I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu will quietly go to America. If you fail to go, then they'll send Venezuela here in Nigeria. Moduna will happen in Aso Rock. As simple as that. And that is why it is of good note for him now to understand very clearly and tell the whole world, I'm not contesting, maybe hand over the government to another person so that he can go and face. Because it will be a more national embarrassment if U.S. Special Squad Marine enters Aso Rock and leave Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go and face charges in UK.
Thank you so much, sir.